It's Wednesday, so it's time for a favorite find, and this week I got something real interesting. This is a printing plate. As a metal detectorist, this is something you're probably going to come across. I've never come across one like this though. This particular one is from a cartoon that went into print. I've yet to find a printed copy of it, but I'm about 99% certain that it depicts Jim Jeffries versus Jack Johnson. Now, this was a mega big deal, and for all the wrong reasons. Jack Johnson was the current heavyweight champion. Jim Jeffries was the retired, undefeated heavyweight champion, and Jim Jeffries was going to come out of retirement to beat Jack Johnson. And it ended up becoming like this huge black versus white thing, mega racially charged. Well, it took place on July 4th, 1910 in Reno. Jack Johnson won. And America unfolded. There were riots, I think in 25 states. A few people were killed, 20 people were killed. I think that's the number. I mean, not to say that their records weren't great back then, but I don't know. Hundreds injured, right? Tons of places. So they had both sold their rights to the fight, right? For about $100,000 a piece. And it was filmed, right? And it was like billed, fight of the century. I mean, this was a mega big deal that really, I was never taught this in school. I never heard about the big Jack Johnson, Jim Jeffries riots in the streets in 1910. I just never ever heard of it. And I probably would have never heard about it unless I'd have found this, or if I'd have gotten into like historic boxing. I mean, it seems like it was a big deal because like the nation erupted. The movie that was filmed of the fight, just the video of the fight, was banned in so many places. Like it was the first like piece of like racially charged banning of media, which is modern media, I guess you could say. I'm sure it had happened plenty before, but it was a mega big deal. It was a huge deal up until the point that Birth of a Nation came out. So it was the biggest movie in America for 5 years, and it had an impact around the world. Like, it was a mega big deal for Jack Johnson to stay the heavyweight champion. Now, there's a whole sad history that follows his career too, and that's for another story. But probably one of the most unique things I've ever found. And it touches on a time period in history that we just don't really talk about. Like 1900, 1910 is kind of like a lost decade. People start talking about same with the teens, really. A lot of stuff happened, people just don't really talk about it. It's like all of a sudden it was the roaring 20s, But during that particular time period, so many things changed. Like, we went from the Victorian to the Edwardian, Art Nouveau to Art Deco. I mean, tastes were changing, art was changing visually, and politics and America was changing big time. Anyway, it's just a very interesting piece of history. I'm going to print some of these, or I'm going to try to, and hopefully they'll turn out. And if they do, maybe I'll give some away on the channel because I think they're pretty cool. And then let me know what you think I should do with this plate. I think it's a significant find, actually. I think maybe like a museum would like to have it. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'll see what I can do with it. Also, email me some of your favorite finds so I can show them here. And I want to start getting more into the history of certain things because that's what I'm interested in that. But shoot me an email at igetthattreasure@gmail.com. Send me a picture of your favorite find. Tell me about it, why it's your favorite find, what kind of history you know about it. And I'll look up a little bit too if we can't find anything. And we'll just see about it, and I'll talk about it. Because we all find similar stuff, but every once in a while you find something that isn't similar, it's completely unique, like this printing plate. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you get out this week, I hope you get that treasure. If you have any questions for me, always you can email me or comment. I respond pretty well. And I'll see you Friday with a walk and talk from Dallas. I'm back in Dallas. I'm in Dallas right now. So I'm going to get this uploaded. Then I'm going to go get some treasure. Thank you so much for watching.